Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD. Today's Wednesday, March 10, 2021. It is 6:11 and 8 seconds p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's research, warp barrier. So let's hop to it here. Breaking the warp barrier for faster than light travel. New theoretical hyperfast soliton solutions. Date March 9, 2021. Source, University of Göttingen. Summary. If travel to distant stars within an individual's lifetime is going to be possible, a means of faster than light propulsion will have to be found. To date, even the recent research about superluminal faster than light transport based on Einstein's theory of general relativity would require vast amounts of hypothetical particles and states of matter that have exotic physical properties, such as negative energy density. This type of matter either cannot currently be found or cannot be manufactured in viable quantities. Research gets around this problem by constructing a new class of hyperfast solitons, using sources with only positive energies that can enable travel at any speed. This reignites debate about the possibility of faster than light travel based on conventional physics. Researchers notice that there are existing yet to be explored configurations of space-time curvature organized into solitons that have the potential to solve the puzzle while being physically visible. A soliton in this context, also informally referred to as a warp bubble, is a compact wave that maintains its shape and moves at constant velocity. Researchers derived the Einstein equations for unexplored soliton configurations, where the space-time metric shift vector components obey a hyperbolic relation. Finding that altered space-time geometries could be formed in a way that worked even with conventional energy sources. In essence, the new method uses the very structure of space and time arranged in the soliton to provide a solution to faster than light travel, which, unlike other research, would only need sources with positive energy densities, no exotic negative energy densities needed. If sufficient energy could be generated, the equations used in this research would allow space travel to Proxima Centauri, our nearest star, and back to Earth in years instead of decades or millennia. That means an individual could travel there and back within their lifetime. In comparison, the current rocket technology would take more than 50,000 years for a one-way journey. In addition, the soliton's warp bubbles were configured to contain a region with minimal tidal forces, such that the passing of time inside a soliton matches the time outside. An ideal environment for a spacecraft. This means there would not be the complications of the so-called twin paradox, whereby one twin traveling near the speed of light would age much more slowly than the other twin who stayed on Earth. In fact, according to the recent equations, both twins would be the same age when reunited. This work has moved the problem of faster than light travel one step away from theoretical research in fundamental physics and closer to engineering. The next step is to figure out how to bring down the astronomical amount of energy needed to within the range of today's technologies, such as a large modern nuclear fission power plant. Then we can talk about building the first prototypes. Currently, the amount of energy required for this new type of space propulsion drive is still immense. The energy required for this drive, traveling at light speed and encompassing a spacecraft at 100 meters in radius, is on the order of hundreds of times of the mass of the planet Jupiter. The energy savings would need to be drastic, of approximately 30 orders of magnitude, to be in the range of modern nuclear fission reactors. Researchers go on to say, fortunately, several energy-saving mechanisms have been proposed in early research that can potentially lower the energy required by nearly 60 orders of magnitude. Research is currently in the early stages of determining if these methods can be modified, or if new mechanisms are needed to bring the energy required down to what is currently possible. Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD, on galactic space, computer science, and space travel. Well, hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day.